create different questions. Now, I also take one more session with them, a very short and 40-minute session with them, that what are open-ended questions and what are close-ended questions. So I teach them that if you are reading a story or if you're reading a novel and you would like to create any questions, let's create some open-ended questions. So which gives you more opportunity to do research than the closed-ended question. So I give them many examples, and that becomes my one of my 40 minutes class as well, and which also helps them in their unit of inquiry. Now, once the topic is clear, the mind map is ready, the questions are made, now I tell them that can we create a bank of keywords which tells you all about that particular topic. Okay, whatever you know that you can add on and create a bank, the keywords which gives you the little bit more support when you are doing a research. So I tell them, for example, in migration, the keyword can be human migration, animal migration. So you need to decide on it, that which one you would like to go ahead. So they come up with a lot of helping words. And once they are like, they come up with a combination of helping words like lands, a story, Diwali history, rituals. So I teach them how to do it again. I model it and then I expect them to do it. Now, once they get everything, they got their topic, they got their mind map, they have their keywords ready, everything, they have everything ready. Now I tell them, let's organize everything. They have the questions. So now it's a time to organize facts, information, write your notes and keep it ready, that from where you're going to do research, how are you going to do it. So little bit, everything is at a different space. So I tell them to bring everything at one place. Then I tell them where to do the research. So we do this together. We explore this together with the help of ICT integration as well, ICT teacher as well, where there are different search engines, Kid Search, Kiddle, then we have Fact Monster, then we have Junior Safe Search for Kids, KidRex. So this all I tell them that you go, and first I model it with them. I teach them how to use it, and then I tell them, whenever you are doing a research, please go to this particular topic or this particular search engine, and then you can take the resources. Now, these works well till PYP 3 or maximum till PYP 4. But for PYP 4 and 5, what else I do is I teach them Google Boolean operators. I tell them what are Boolean operators and how to use these Boolean operators to find better results in Google. Like, for example, using and, or, minus, plus. Why are we using this signs and Boolean operators? So how this will help you for the better research. So that also you can do along with your learners of grade 4 and 5. And 5 works far like best with this. They understand, and they also have a scope of bringing the laptop to school, so they can actually work along with you. So this really works well with them. So then I also tell them that you can put it as a paragraph. When you start doing the research, it should be your research or your whatever you're doing the work should be a proper meaning, and it should be able, the reader or audience need to be able to understand. Then at the end, I help them to credit the sources. So when it comes to grade 1, 2 and 3, I tell them you can just acknowledge and thank by naming the book's website from wherever they have got the information. If they're doing any interview or any research using the school resource or by the human libraries, then I tell them that to put that as well. So many times they come and do in my interview, or they go to any of the other teachers, they take interviews. So even they give them the credits that this particular person has helped us in our research. Now with PYP 4 and 5, again, what you can do is you can actually help them to just talk about 3 things like books, magazines, newspapers, and maybe the website. You can help them how we can add this source, how we can give this source a credit. So for example, if they're talking about book, if they have taken a research from a book, then maybe they can just write the book name, author, illustrator, and from which page number, maybe if they have some many pages where they have taken the research, maybe they can mention that much. That much is enough for them. And if they are taking any information from magazine, then you can just tell them that, they can just write down which magazine, obviously the issue number, the page number, and the name of the title of the article from where they got the details. So when we go to middle school, obviously we teach them citations, and we teach them bibliography. Then it becomes a proper structured way. But when it is in the primary years, so we try to put it in this way. And I also help them to understand what are primary sources, secondary sources, paraphrasing, summarizing, but all in as per their age level. So I make my ppts or make my resources uh, completely age specific, so that it becomes easy for them to understand and navigate. So this is one of the kind. I just tell them that this is how also you can use it, and I just show them, and then we try to do it together. And I tell them that what are these vocabulary. I share with them that what are these vocabulary which is called cheating, or there are rumors. What do you mean by rumors, and how it is spread. So before even I enter into the research, we do a lot of brainstorming together, and minimum of 2 classes I take, only to understand how much they know, what do you mean by bias, opinion, facts, everything, just to understand how much they know. And then I slowly move forward to plan my lessons in a way that it is simple for them, and lots of hands-on engagements for them. So I'm going to pause here for a few seconds. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, you can let me know here related to this research part before we go to the next module. You can raise your hand and Tanu can help you unmute, or you can put it in the chat box as well.
Given them the access to unmute themselves too.
Yeah. Yes. Will this steps be shared in the resources later? Yes, it's all going to be in the Padlet. So I can just quickly show you as well, while you're thinking, like you have time to have the questions as well. So I'll quickly show you my Padlet. So the Padlet is going to look like this, where if you see, all the resources will be there. So if you see the big six, step one, so I take 30 minutes class at least for each step. Then only I can give and whatever I want to share it with them. And also I can understand, are they able to do this? So first is task definition. Again, in the task definition, if you dig deeper, like I'll be sharing some blogs with you. There are some blogs. See, again, there will be a specific, what is the big six, task definition, then what is a problem, defining the problem, identify the information needed. Then if you go to the next step, that is information seeking strategies, location access, then use of information, synthesis and evaluation. This might look just 6 steps, but it is going to take at least 6 classes of mine, at least 1 class each step, to see whether my students have understood this and are they able to use it in their everyday life. So that's something is very important. And if you see, I'll come back here. Super 3, this I do with my learners, that is early PYP 1 to PYP 3, where I teach them how to plan, how to exactly implement this, and then how to review. So again, this also has a blog which I will be sharing it with you all, which says that, for example, what is a Super 3? Plan. When the students get an assignment or a task, so before they start doing anything, they should think, what am I supposed to do? So these are the questions I give it to them. What will it look like if I really do a good job? What do I need to find out to do the job? Then do, where this is where I tell them to read, view, make a picture, everything. In big steps, it comes with location, access, use of information. And then, so this is how I break down for PYP 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5. Do we have any question?
Yes, one
Yeah.
question. How do you choose the topics for the research for the primary years?
Sure. So, for example, I'm doing it with my PYP 1, 2, and 3. There, I give them the topics which are related to their units. So, in PYP, we have 6 units. So, whatever unit they are working on, and parallelly, I'm building their research skills in the library. So, what I do, I tell them that they can actually use the similar topics which they are using in the classroom, or I give them the bank of choices where they can pick those topics. Like for example, if they're working on simple machines, they can pick the topic related to that. If they're working on plants or migration, it is completely up to them, that whatever they are using it. But mostly I try my best to use it along with my units, because it there I collaborate with my teachers, and whatever they give me the topics that they're working on with the children, I try to do take those topics, or anything which is related to books or genre basis. Does that answer the question? Yes, sorry, am I able to?
There's another question. Why do we teach the topic of cheating to students? Because until unless if they're unaware of it, why do we really, how could unaware could feel that there is an option to cheat?
Yeah, can understand. Yes, even I face this a lot of time. So we don't use the word cheating in a very direct way. So what happens is we talk about honesty, integrity, responsibility matter in their learning, and majorly we talk about the being principled, the learner profiles. We try our best to add on that, that how we can use the learner profile, and then our goal is not to give them ideas, but majorly to give them a clarity. So for example, children already starts observing the behaviors of peers helping each other during test, or sometimes they have a discussion about online tools which give them easy answers, or what is their own work, or what honesty makes learning, or why honesty makes learning meaningful, or how integrity builds trust. So we talk about these things, and then slowly we move into becoming independent thinkers that avoid accidental plagiarism or copying. There, many times it happens when I talk to them about plagiarism, they say, Miss, I didn't even knew I did this. And we say, yeah, it happens. This was a accidental plagiarism. And now, well, you are aware of it. So let's, understand how do we do it. So it is more to teach them. It's just to more of the awareness, safety, to build their safety, responsibility, and confidence. So I hope that question has been answered.
I guess yes.
Yeah, thank you. So now moving forward, I just want to show you a little bit more about in the Padlet itself. So you can see I've added some blocks, and then I have also added the Kiddle, which the Kiddle and Fact Monster, which I was telling you all. And I want to now show you. Yeah, is it visible, Miss Tanu?
Yes, Mythili, it's visible.
Thank you. So the next part of I would like to tell you is what worked well with me is picture books. Picture books have really made lots of talks easy, lot of conversations easy with my learners. And any topic when I start, a big topic I'm starting, before that, as a provocation, we use it in our classes for the IB, PYP especially. So what I do, I use these picture books as my provocations for the library to teach or to start with any of these topics. So for especially for digital citizenship, if you see, this is my favorite story, The Rumor by Anushka Ravishankar. This picture book talks about misinformation, rumors, spread of false news, and it's a very funny story. Kids relate to it, they enjoy, and also I tell them that why we must verify information and how stories changes as they spread. So when I recently I'm doing this story with them, and then they come up with, Miss, every time the story keeps moving, they're adding their own opinions to it. I said, exactly. So that like that, you can build up your topics to them very easily. Emotional reactions, virtual versus factual truth. And I am just adding a very small engagement in every picture book which I am sharing with you, just to give you an idea. But you can do a lot more than this small engagement in your classes. So for example, what part could be true, which part needs checking. So these kind of different prompts and questions while the story is going on, it helps a lot. So this is one more story which I loved, but I read it on the internet. Okay, this is a fantastic story which tells you all about research skills, evaluating online information, how to evaluate, you introduction to credible sources. What are the credible sources and why? Everything online is not true. Then there's a beautiful comparison you can introduce here, Kiddle versus Google for them, because and you can show them actually that when you type a question to Google, what kind of answers it gives you, and when it goes to Kiddle, what how much they can relate to it. All right, and this you can do it with them. Give students a fact, ask them to check on child friendly websites. This is another book which I love, The Modern Cave Boy, and it talks about digital balance, how much the screen time, healthy digital habits you need to cultivate. All this you can do. So this I'm doing with my grade 3, where their unit is balanced diet. So there I talk about how balance. So when we talk about diet, we need to talk about balancing online and offline life. So their digital well-being, self-care, and just starting a conversation that how we can, do the digital screen time, we can manage or balance. This is a very funny, interesting story. One more, The Technology Tale by Julia Cook. It talks all about digital footprints, online behavior, reputation. So all this we need to teach our children the etiquettes of digital life. So the way when we are meeting online, if we do any a small mistake, we tell them sorry, or we take care that somebody is looking at us and we need to behave. A lot of things we inculcate into us, but we need to also show them and teach them what are digital etiquettes, being kind, responsible, and safe, not only when anybody is watching, but also in digitally online and when nobody is watching. So doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. Then there is one more interesting book, If You Give a Mouse an iPhone. So teach distraction, attention, presence. So these all, and it also it's a very humorous way. They love, and you can do some role play. I did a role play with them when I was doing with my grade 4 learners. What happens if you miss important moments because of the screens? You can do assemblies. Okay, and I'm also a house mentor. So what I do is I was also a house mentor for 3 years, so I do a lot of house engagements with them where we talk about digital literacy, and we do a special assembly as well. Now, this is also a very interesting story. This even you can do with PYP 1, 2, and 3, click, clack, move, where the cows that type. And what happens when technology can empower, if the technology empowers and if it misleads, what will happen? Okay. And also, we can also teach them here how to write a polite and impolite, in the story, you can actually see the difference that how the cows are writing the impolite tone, and then how there is an impolite tone. So you can teach all these things using these picture books. And the last one, Nobody Likes a Goblin. So it's again a fantastic fantasy book where the children can assume or what they can research, asking good questions. All this you can actually use with using this picture book. Now there are many more picture books, but I'm just sharing you few over here. And again, I'm going to take a little pause over here before I move ahead. Do you have any questions or anything? Please ask me right now.
Yeah, there is one question here, Maithili. How do you control the boring moments if some students are not interested in the provided topics?
Hmm.
And do you change the topic to them, or what are you doing usually? Especially the new generation are not patient enough for search procedures.
Yes, exactly. Completely true. So what happens is these are few of the things what I try and I do it. If it works for you, great. So firstly, I try my best that all my classes have many options so that they can pick. So they have their choice over there where they can pick the topics which they want to do it. Now, for example, if they picked up the topic, after that, whenever they come to the library, I give them those topics. Everything comes with a drama. So I love drama in the library. So what I do is before even they come to the library, I set up some stations where I give them a puzzle from where they can pick up the topic. Okay, then they go to the next station where they have to choose. They will have the worksheet with them where they will have to choose that from where they're going to do the research. First preference, second preference, third preference. Now, once they are ready with that, we quickly make the groups, and then for each group, the stations are already ready. Okay, the first group will move to the newspapers and magazines, so they have to go to that particular station. The other station can go to the books. The next station can go to the where the iPads are kept, so they can do the search over there. And then many prompts are already available in a small boxes, whichever topic they're picking in from that particular choice board. Okay, it is already there. So I plan all my sessions beforehand and I keep them ready, available. So when they come, so they have to keep moving from one place to another. They have to read little. At some places they have to just listen. At some places they have to write. So the entire classroom is completely engaged with some other things. Now, if for example they picked up the topic, now they're doing a little research but they're still not able to understand or they don't want to do it, then what I do, I take them aside and then we have a conversation. We talk, okay, if you don't want to do this, maybe we can take up the other topic. And then we try to talk about why do they don't like that topic. Maybe the question was not clear. Maybe they have not created keywords, or maybe they are stuck somewhere. So I support them. Now, how do I differentiate here? So again, I take a lot of support of my team, the special education team. They are a very huge team in my school, and they also support a lot. So whenever I plan a sessions like this, I talk to them. They give me some ideas. Together, we come up with something which also helps them. So there are some books and resources which are kept for my special learners as well. Now, uh, there who can't comprehend English. So as of now, in my setup, I don't have any students who doesn't comprehend English or they face any trouble. But if I have, then again there is a ESL educator available in our campus virtually as well as physically. We can take support of them. So they will be. So again, then my plans has to go taking their support. Okay, but I have not yet planned anything like that, because as per my current students part, where I don't have anybody who doesn't understand the English language as of now. I have in my early years, but there I also speak their regional language. So that's how I communicate with them and it becomes easy for me. But for primary learners, as of now, I don't have anybody. Do we have any other questions, Ms. Tanu? Could you also say some age appropriate books for these concepts? So, which you're talking about means, can I know a little bit more? Yeah, so earlier a perspective, then I myself speak 5 languages. So it becomes easy for me to deal with them. But I also take support of my the SEL team, who gives me a lot of ideas, and they also come and then we do the sessions together. Yes, Miss Lakshmi, thank you. And rumor books. Yeah, the flip books also works very good. Yes, I can give you some more books as well. So I have a bank of around 50 books, which I love, and I keep using it in a different way. I just showed you 8 or 9. But these are some which are very funny, and also kids connect to them very much, especially the current generation kids. They connect to these stories. That is why I gave these stories to them. Thank you for the heart in, Miss Lakshmi. Now, moving ahead, I want to show, I know it's just a 1 hour session. I can't give everything what I want, but I want to still quickly give you a few other things. So this is something I really believe. Um, And I also feel, so just because kids know how to use Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, that really doesn't mean that how to use the technology they know already. They doesn't know how to use the technology to enhance their learning. Maybe they are very much aware about all the different tools, but to navigate and to help them, that is where our job comes in. I had a good video for you, just a small video. I hope it is visible. Yeah, I have few other videos and blogs, which all I will be adding in the Padlet. Yes, so why did I share this video with you? For two reasons. That we need to tell our children very, very clearly that the way we talk about bully and the way to talk about he did that, he did this in a physical classroom, we need to tell them that how we are teaching them how to be respectful, how to be kind, everything is exactly same when you are online. Just because the other person cannot see you or the other person doesn't know you, maybe you cannot be disrespectful to them, or you cannot use the words and vocabulary which you feel it's fun to just use it. So these kind of questions and this kind of emotionally also you need to touch them. You need to help them understand through stories that this is how even when we are online we need to be very responsible, and we need to make sure that we are safe. And not even us, but also we need to be responsible for the other students as well. Now, I want to share you one resources. Many of you must be aware of it. Digital citizenship. That's a common sense media which gives you ample amount of resources. All right. Now, it can only give you resources. How to make it, live in the classroom and how to really use those. That's something you need to dig deeper once you use those resources. But at least to start somewhere, you feel that from where I should start. So at least to start somewhere, digital citizenship, this entire, they have a curriculum and it gives you lots and lots of ideas to you. That, see, it has an entire curriculum, if you can see, which talks you about what need to be done and what kind of training you should have, how what is AI, how AI is trained, AI chatbot and friendliness, who's behind the screen. So there is an entire lesson which is there. So if you want, you can always pick up that, start from there, because already the resources are there. But before you show it to them, read two times yourself. So any picture book, what you are seeing, I read at least three times the picture book. I make all my questions. I plan my lesson before it goes to my kids. So whatever I'm showing you, the digital common sense media as well, not all um, the PPTs or the resources will be, will be for your students. Okay, you know your students better, so you have to plan your lessons in a way that it is really suitable for your students. Many times I have taken support from, inspired from common sense media, but trust me, I have changed everything during my, when I'm doing my classroom engagement, because maybe that is not really okay for my kids who are there. My kids, I know them, so I have to plan in that way. So please make sure that you do that. Now, the road to digital literacy, please, we need to please teach them that use technology and internet responsibly and safely. Whatever online tools you're teaching them, first you model it with them. You have to do it along with them. Once they do it with you, then you can give them some independent task. And always, friends, please, whenever you are using any digital tool and you are telling them in your conversation itself that please use it in your home, please don't do that. Okay, first draft a message, take an approval from the coordinator that what tools you want to use it, and if you're going to explore these tools with your learners, and if you're telling them go home and please explore, please inform the parents. There should be a small message or an announcement going to the parents that you have told them that these resources or tools you want them to explore, so that at home as well, they have somebody who is guiding them, who knows that what are they doing digitally online. Okay, I just remember one of the talk I was listening to, where it's a podcast where Madhavan, the actor, was talking about little bit about small. He was talking about the Gen Z, but one thing he said, which just stuck to me, was earlier when the kids used to come to our house, they used to sit in the corner we used to always less. The noise should be less. The earlier generation was afraid of this. Now this generation, what happens is when they are inside the room, even 10 friends, there is no noise. There is no voice because they're doing digitally something. They're playing digitally online. They're playing video games. They're doing something, but there is no noise. So we as an adult don't even know what are they doing. So we need to be very careful. If as an educator I am telling them to do something, I have to inform my parents as well as my coordinators, and everybody needs to be aware of it. All right. Now, this we will do next. I'll just share this
Digital
PPT
citizenship.
link with you so it becomes easy. So this is how I go in my entire circle. Use platform appropriately. Prevent cyberbullying and technology addiction. So I do a lot of small sessions for that as well. E-safety. I do media literacy with them. Effective communication and privacy protection. I also tell my students what they need to know about digital citizenship, passwords, what how important they are and how it cannot be shared, private information, personal information, protection, permission, photographs, personal brand. All this are very new vocabulary for them. So I help them that what are these vocabulary and why we need to be aware of it. So before I even enter into more deeper with them, I cover all this vocabulary as well with them. Now, this is just for us that why what do we teach in digital citizenship. I include everything. I teach them how to search online, creators rights and responsibilities, copyrights, how to use the images as well, without images as well, how to source it and how to use copyright free images, personal and private information, online identity, chatting safely online, cyberbullying, ethical behavior, citing online source. All this we can teach them, and it all can take more than 2 sessions of 40 minutes with your learners. Please go slow with them. Now, how do we teach this? So I use a lot of videos, books, uh, articles, PPTs. I create my own. I get inspiration from some. So I teach them fake news, what is fake news, how to spot fake news, data collection, media, what the media can do. I actually show them big, advertisements, real life advertisements, which they are able to see in TVs. And I tell them that one session sometimes is only let's decode the advertisements. What's the purpose behind it? So there is a big advertisement, lot of advertisements poster I'll be putting, and I ask them, let's decode it. What is the purpose behind this particular let's ask why this ad has been created. So these type of questions I ask them, and we do lots of engagements into that. How internet works. Many of the children, they don't know what is URL, what is how to search, what are Boolean operators. This all we can teach under digital citizenship. How internet works, understanding digital footprints. We need to make them realize that one thing you post online, it never gets deleted. Even if it get deleted from your cloud or from your, PC or from your laptop, but it in reality, it doesn't. Digital footprint. See, we all leave a digital footprint. Once it's online, it's virtually impossible to scrub out. So we can also do practical engagements with them that let's find out our digital footprint. And I have done this with many of the educators, and we used to be very surprising when you try by yourself that, oh, these many informations is available. Knowingly and unknowingly, we are only giving it to them. So please help them understand that digital footprint impact on any online activity. It includes the website you visit, emails you send, or any online services you submit. Even it asset to brand for advertisements, and anybody can use. Okay, so we need to tell them this. And this is a very fantastic digital footprint video, but due to time constraint, I'm not using it right now, but I'll be adding it in the Padlet. This I want you to, this also I will add in there as well. So tips to manage your digital footprint. Please help them teach, help them facilitate them, be kind, helpful and understanding. Use privacy setting. I teach my middle school learners as well how to use the privacy settings. Don't overshare. Use a password keeper. Why we need to keep changing the password. Monitor linking accounts. So this is something which my grade 4, 5 were doing it with their parental accounts. They were linking to everything, whatever they were using. So I taught them how to not do that. And searches are social and safe in search engine, and always have a secondary email, skim the terms and conditions, all those things. Of course, it will be time consuming, and but we have to do it. And the best part, what I do is I don't do it everything by myself. So um, we take we take turns, and as well as we integrate with our teachers. That is, for example, as with the different subjects, like for example, if social is doing something, I integrate with them, and we just divide among our teachers and our educators that what all we are covering, so that we are not duplicating the things what already they know. So that is why regular collaboration meetings we keep doing it, and we keep adding that what exactly um, we want them to learn. Digital literacy, please teach them photographs and images, how we can use it. The copyright free images, they can use creative commons, they can use pics for learning, pixbay, shutterstock. And now with AI we have more. And this is one I use with them, how to spot fake news. So I use the strategy CARP, and there I tell them credibility, authenticity. I also use different posters that how to spot fake news. I use videos to teach them. And this is what I was telling you. We need to teach them the etiquettes of online, that how to be online, responsible and safe. This also I will be adding. And please teach them what is .edu, what is .org, what is, why this is there, and which to trust, what is .com. All this you need to break down and make sure that you help them to learn. So I'm going to stop here, and you can have some, if you have any more questions, you can let me know. And also, if you want to dig deeper about this, and you want to have more hands-on engagements where we can do practically everything, you can always reach out to Ms. Tanu, and we can definitely come back for different
Have
sessions as
more
well.
detailed session.
Yes, and I would
Yes.
like to just add on a source that in a librarian association, I'm a part of it, where all the librarians we come together. We have created an ample amount of resources already, where which talks about many things, which talks about reading and writing, digital literacy, and many other topics, media literacy. So all of us have taken inspiration from each other, and we have created those as a resource bank, and it is also available online. So if anybody wants something specific, they can reach out to me, and we can help giving those resources as well.
Thank you so much, Mythili. I think in this 1 hour, you have given them so much to pack and unpack in terms of digital media literacy, and this is so much need of the hour.
Thank you. I
Uh,
just want to add on a last thing. They have to quickly, before we end this session, you have to just do three things. Three, two, one. Three things which you felt that, it's a new thing for you. You're going to quickly, take it ahead. Two things which you want to learn, and one aha moment about the session. So you can just put that in the chat box
the
as well.
chat box. Thank you. Just by right your typing, I'm also mentioning that I have added the Google form for the attendance, for this particular session, where you can give feedback to Mythili about her session as well as the attendance for certification. So all the members, only those who fill this particular form will be able to get the certificate for the session. So, and Mythili, if you can drop the Padlet link for
Yes,
them.
I'll just put it right away.
Yeah, so that it can be easy for them to share. And if you don't mind, like once we have this Padlet link, I'll share in the WhatsApp group also, which we have, that they can also see from there too.
Sure, sure. Give me a minute. I'll just share
Yeah.
the Padlet link.
So you have like this was
I
informative,
have to still
excellent.
keep adding few things. I'll be adding that.
So Maitli, you feel good about it. Informative, excellent session. Thank you, Maitli, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, ma'am.
No,
I'm just sharing this.
yeah, this is written over there in one of the chat boxes. I'm
Oh,
reading
I
out
didn't
for
know.
you.
Great.
I'm completely awestruck, with what you have given them so much of resource, it's now important for them to go back and try one after the other. And I could relate to my session of importance of case studies, how you have put those. So now you have your case studies, now you have literacy, and now you know digital citizenship and research skills. Like, I think it's a good day today for them to
Combos.
unpack together and take it back to the classrooms.
Definitely. So this Padlet link is I have to add few videos which I told you, so that I'll be
Mm,
adding little later. But I am just sharing it right now for all of your access. It becomes
yep.
easy. Please fill the feedback form, as well as please give the 3, 2, 1. It really helps us to plan anything better for you.
Yeah, true. And feedback is very, very important.
Picture books, I'll be adding the PDF to that, if that is okay.
Yeah, I guess that should be fine. Wow, it's almost like we are on time, and everybody, I hope everybody is writing. We have given you the Google form also, and thank you, Mythili. It was wonderful. If you want, people can even in the Padlet link can add the 3 to 1 for her, so for her to read that over there too, if you can. And I'm still waiting for people to write and respond.
They can just comment on that as of now. Yeah.
Yeah, they
So I
can
have to open
comment.
it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I would request everybody to just share your comment about how did you like the session.
I think they all are busy writing, so we have to give them some time to sink
Yeah.
in.
All right. It's the last day. They have been engaged full day, the last time of the session, last part of the day. Yes. So
Definitely. It's
a
a long
learning.
day, but with a
It's a
lot of
long day,
learning
a
there.
learning Saturday. Yes.
Yes, yes, definitely. So I've also added the picture books details as well.
Okay, you have one, it was just one word, lovely session, and another is I learned more about how to help young learners. I want to know more about the resources which will help them. And aha moment was answered by control the boring moments, which you answered. Session was so good to go, and I said it's informative. Thank you for the wonderful session. Steps to research strategy was interesting. Those big six and big three, which easily applicable to the students, and overall an informative session. And I'll say it's quite informative
Yes,
a
it becomes
session.
very easy, very easy. Like my all my kids keep starting and telling, "Ma'am, Miss, we are now super three. We also come in that. We are super researchers. We are super
Yeah.
researchers." So we
Yes.
have to make research very interesting, digital literacy very interesting for them. Okay, otherwise it
Yes.
becomes overwhelming for them. So with stories, with videos, songs, sometimes we dance as well in the library with the things. So we have to bring all the drama inside.
Yeah. The session was highly impactful and supported meaningful growth.
Thank you so much.
Okay, then it is, you have very generously. I think I completely agree. You have been very, very generously sharing so much what you do. I know many people are not that way, but then very, very generous of you. I truly agree with that. Interesting session.
I have learned everything by, like, if I was there when I started my journey, literally I got everything, whatever people poured me with the resources. And today wherever I am, it is all because of those sharing resources and librarian. So I feel this is what something we need to share the resources as much as we can. And if you're not able to understand, come back. Okay, always come back, and then we can discuss, we can have more deeper sessions in that. So definitely that had worked for me. I hope it worked for you.
Okay, the best session so far. I think you just got the brownie point. I love it,
Oh,
and I love the speaker, and I love the energy. The energy will not make the class boring with that vibrancy. I mean, I agree with that.
yes, yes. Yeah, and I also do that with my kids. When I enter the class, and if they're coming sometimes and just sitting like this, I'll be just like this. And they'll tell, "What happened, Miss Mythili? Is everything okay?" I say, "What to do? Entire class is like this." So even I tell them, "You are passing that energy to me. So I am going to be like this." And they tell them, "No, no, Miss, we all are energetic. We all are back to our." I said, "Okay, then I'm back to my own zone." So I think when you pass that energy, it spreads. It just spreads.
Very true. I think somebody said the super three. That super three is excellent. Tons of information for an hour.
Thank you.
Tons of
Thank you so
information.
much.
All right, that's wonderful. Okay,
So
it's
I've
almost
shared
time.
everything. Yeah.
Yes. So people, everybody has a Google form done. I hope you have filled the Google form. The Padlet link is also shared by Miss Maitli. I'll be sharing that again in our WhatsApp group so that for you to have the access of it. It was a wonderful day with us. This was the last session of the day, and thank you everybody for joining us. I hope we could make some difference in your teaching and learning practice so that you can be, at least you improve do one step better in your professional craft is what is the complete philosophy behind making all this. So thank you so much. And thank you so much. Thank you, Maithili. I hope you have a
Thank you
wonderful
so
weekend.
much.
Thank you, everybody. Hope to
Thank you,
have a wonderful
everybody.
weekend.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.